A man touched a gun at Woodlands Checkpoint and ended up in jail, all because of curiosity. It happened on the afternoon of 6th of May. A 28-year-old Malaysian man named Fazli, who worked as an SMRT bus driver, was walking through the bus area of the Woodlands Checkpoint. As he passed an auxiliary police officer on duty, he suddenly stopped and tried to strike up a conversation. At first, he spoke in Malay, but when the officer didn't understand, he switched to English. Then, he asked something that no one expects to hear at a border checkpoint. "Does your gun have bullets?" What happened next took everyone by surprise. Without warning, Fazli reached out his hand and tried to touch the officer's firearm. The officer quickly reacted, using both hands to cover the weapon, and immediately called for backup. But even when another officer arrived on the scene, Fazli did the same thing again. He reached out for the second officer's gun, too. The entire thing was captured on CCTV, and Fazli was arrested shortly after. In court, he was charged with 2 counts of using criminal force to voluntarily obstruct a public servant while they were carrying out their duties. He later pleaded guilty to 1 charge, with the other taken into consideration. The court sentenced him to 6 weeks in jail. Under Singapore's penal code, anyone who voluntarily obstructs a public servant can be jailed for up to 6 months, fined up to $2,500, or both. The authorities take such cases seriously, especially when it comes to actions that involve national security, even if the person claims to be just curious. Now, it might sound like a harmless question, does your gun have bullets? But in a high-security area like Woodlands Checkpoint, even the slightest wrong move can lead to serious consequences. Officers there are trained to respond swiftly, and anyone behaving oddly can be seen as a potential threat. This incident also raises a bigger question. Should curiosity ever come at the cost of someone else's safety? And how do we balance innocent intentions with the need for strict security, especially at key border points? If you find this interesting, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel, 2230.